Azzahra binti Muhammad MUHAIYEDDIN. Today I will present about the background of RHB Bank Berhad. RHB Banking Group is a multinational regional financial services dedicated to providing customer with complete solution through differentiate segment offerings and an ecosystem that supports simple, fast and seamless customer experience, backed by a cohesive and inspired workforce and strong stakeholder relationship. RHB has a significant market leadership in Malaysia across targeted products and sectors, ranking among Malaysia's top bank and having a strong presence in ASEAN. RHB has a presence in 9 ASEAN nations and employs over 14,000 people. RHB Banking Group is fully integrated financial services company based in Malaysia. For the next slide, the 5 business pillars that comprise the group major operation. For the first one, group community banking, which is they provide conventional as well as Sharia compliant consumer and also SME banking services. For the second one, group wholesale banking. The primary business portfolio groups within group wholesale banking will be as follow, which is as group investment banking, group corporate banking, group treasury and global markets, group asset management, commercial banking, transaction banking and economics. For the third one, which is group Syariah business, RHB Islamic is the group Islamic bank arm with 4 business unit: retail banking, corporate and investment banking, business and transaction banking, and the last one is Islamic treasury, which is all of which provide Sharia compliant banking and financial services. For the fourth one, group international business, it is outside of the United States. Group international business cover both is commercial and investment banking businesses. And last is group insurance. Individuals, small enterprise, large business and also corporation all may benefit from RHB insurance, general insurance.
The company also provides non-banking products such as general insurance, unit trust management, asset management, and financial services. For financial services, they have 4 main subsidiaries. The largest subsidiary is RHB Investment Bank, provides capital market solution, securities broking, asset management, and trustee services to a wide range of corporate, institutional, and high net worth clients. Next, for asset management and unit trust businesses, they have 2 main subsidiaries. RHB Group Asset Management remains as one of the top 3 fund management companies in terms of total assets under management, offering conventional and Islamic products. For insurance services, the subsidiary is RHB Insurance Berhad, which provides general insurance for their retail and corporate customers. It is the 11th largest insurer in Malaysia with 3.84% market share and ranks among the top 10 insurer for fire and personal accident.
RHB Bank is indeed a great bank. These are some achievements in 2019 and 2020 that has been received by RHB Bank.
Hi and Assalamualaikum. My name is NATASHA binti Baharudin. Now I'll proceed to present the objective of RHB Bank. The first objective is RHB are focused on enriching and empowering the community with their commitment. As a financial institutions, they play an important and main role on providing the customer with a service of banking product. Satisfaction from the customer will lead in promoting the image of the bank that will result in increasing the profitability of the bank itself. As to realize this, RHB Bank had launched a workforce program in year 2020 which aimed toward presenting a base technique to the upskilling of talents, starting up new career progressions opportunities in the organizations and making sure they will continue to be competitive amid a fast revolving business landscape. And the second objective is to operate with sustainability. It is to ensure that their initiative can produce a positive impact on shareholder, customers, and also to their business partner, and maintain a bilateral relationship in order to develop the business together. For the development scenes in RHB Bank Berhad during year 2019 and 2020 is, first, RHB Bank have a significant presence in ASEAN with a strong leadership in Malaysia. Second, RHB also is continuing to make an incremental improvement in integrating environmental, social and government considerations into their business and operation. Third, They also had receiving a gold award within the category of agency with more than 10 billion in marketplace capitalizations. And the last one is RHB also as one of the multinational financial services that have been ranked as among the top banks in Malaysia.
How does the bank contribute to the development of its surrounding communities? Under its fourth pillar, the RHB Foundation launched a number of significant projects. For the first project is nurturing future generation. RHB is devoted to educate our future generation to become financially smart and responsible citizens of the future in order to nurture future generation. For the second one, health and wellness. Good health is fundamental human right. We have made this a priority at RHB and have taken the first step by embracing diabetes as a cause to advocate. Third project is arts and culture heritage. The effect of this program has resulted in the sales of 56 artwork and the raising of RM401,000 and RM50,010 was given to charity, with the rest going return to the artist. And the last project is community well-being. Community well-being pillar is divided into 3 focal areas, which is financial help to the poor on festive occasion, improvement to infrastructure that benefit the neglected and impoverished, and humanitarian help in the case of natural catastrophe.
The key financial performance of RHB Bank. There are two methods in order to determine the financial performance of the financial institutions. Here, the first method is by referring on the statement of financial position and profit or loss of the bank. We can evaluate the performance through calculating the profitability, liquidity, also capital adequacy ratio. As in the table, it indicates the ratio represent the 2 years financial ratio of RHB Bank Berhad. For the ROA ratio, 2019 indicate 0.96% and 0.5% on the year 2020. Here, ROA can reveal when bank's performance is not up to par but does not indicate the reason for poor performance. For the liquidity ratio, 9.6% for year 2019 and 7.52% on year 2020. It can be concluded that RHB Bank has a higher loan to the total asset, which would lead to the lower liquidity and the higher credit risk. Loan to total asset ratio. The ratio has decreased on year 2020, which it can be concluded that RHB Bank has a higher loan to total asset, which will lead to a lower liquidity and a higher credit risk. And the last ratio is capital adequacy ratio. 18.6% for year 2019 decreased to 18.4% in 2020. This type of ratio will reflecting the bank gearing and indicate to the percentage of capital funded by the debt. Thus here it indicate that by 80% of the RHB capital are funded by debt. The second method of evaluating the bank financial performance is through the CAMEL framework. For capital adequacy, it required a sufficient capital to ensure the continuing commitment to support the businesses. Second, asset quality. Asset quality referring to the market value of the assets and the adequacy of the provisions against the asset losses. And for the management, evaluations can be based on the professional standard and competent integrity that are shown to the customers. And for the earning capacity, it refers to the concerns in provisions against the non-performing loan that can be cause a loss to the bank profitability. And last but not least, the liquidity framework. It encourages the bank to emphasize the sufficient liquidity to meet with their customers' withdrawals.
Moving on to RHB international operation. RHB Bank does have international operation in Asian region in 9 countries, which is Brunei, Singapore, Cambodia, Hong Kong, Indonesia, Laos, Myanmar, Thailand and Vietnam. First, Thailand branch was established in 1964, followed by Brunei in 1965. After that, Indonesia branch established in 1990 and closely followed by Singapore in 1999. The fifth rollout branch established was Hong Kong branch in 2004. Cambodia and Vietnam were established in the same year, which is 2008. Last but not least, the newest worldwide branch established 2014, which is Laos and Myanmar branch.
Furthermore, is market risk refers to the danger of losing money due to changes in market drivers, including interest rate, credit spreads, stock prices, currency exchange rates, and commodity prices. Then is liquidity risk, the risk of the group's inability to maintain sufficient cash to satisfy its financial commitments and obligation when they become due and transact at a fair cost. After that, operational risk comprises IT, legal and Sharia, non-compliance risk but excludes strategic and reputational risk. Last is reputational risk has the potential to harm the group's revenues, operations or customer base, as well as necessitate costly intelligence of other defensive measures. So, how bank manage the risk is group risk management methods aim to identify, measure, monitor and control risk so that risk exposures are appropriately managed and expected returns are properly compensated for the risk.
Lastly, let's move to the implication of COVID-19 pandemic to the RHB Bank Group performance. First, the economy is likely to be dragged down by COVID-19. According to the RHB Research Group, COVID-19 is anticipated to weigh the economy down in the first half of 2020, which will be reflected in company Q1 earnings report April-May. The exact implication of the financial disruption is still unknown, but businesses have begun to issue warning that their profit may fall short of expectation for the second quarter. Second, lockdown impact to the RHB Bank Group. RHB Bank Group, whose net benefit expanded 7.9% quarter-on-quarter QOQ to RM 701.34 million in the subsequent quarter finished June 13, 2021. Predict a troublesome second from last quarter on the ground that the COVID-19 lockdown, which have some the different financial activities and confine individual development. Besides, operational change. To limit the pandemic spread and impact, the group implement a number of steps and establish tight standard operation procedure SOP for its activities. Then, consumer behavior. Since March 2020, RHB Group noticed a shift in consumer spending pattern and shopping habits, with people spending less of their income of non-essential items, a rapid shift in customer preference to online shopping and contactless transaction. And lastly, developing a workforce of the future. Beyond dealing with the pandemic challenge, the group has accelerated its effort to further develop RHBN in order to better prepare them for a future that demands mastery of new skills in areas such as digitalization, analytics, automation, and others. In conclusion, I can conclude that RHB Banking Group is a multinational regional financial service provider dedicated to providing customers with complete solutions through different segment offering an ecosystem that supports simple, fast and seamless customer experience backed by a cohesive and inspired workforce and strong stakeholders relationship. There are several key objectives that have been set up by the RHB Bank Berhad as to motivate their company to achieve their target in conducting their business under its four pillars. The RHB Foundation launched a number of significant projects through the pillar of nurturing future generation, health and wellness, art and culture, heritage and community well-being. The fund has implemented long-term programs that provide long-term benefit to the areas where we have a presence.
So for the Q&A session, number 1. What is current issue in Malaysia financial institution? For my answer is, Malaysian banks continue to show resilience in 2021 despite economic headwinds. Despite oncoming economic challenge, prolonged movement restriction, moratorium and repayment assistance, Malaysia bank performed better in 2021 compared to the 2020. Because of these two buffers and structural strength developed over time. The year began with Bank Negara Malaysia, which is BNM, setting a growth which was eventually reduced to 3 to 4% due to COVID-19 control measures. For the second question, how do the financial institution deal with the issue? With the help of loan assistance programs, banks have gained the regulation leading to higher impairment ratios in the sector. Banks have increased cost cutting and deregulation process to prepare for the challenge of 2021. And there was also more focus on stable fee income through forays into wealth management and premier banking, as well as de-risking exercise and balance sheet review.